Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Southern Cal. I'm back at y'all with another video. Before we get into this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you will stay notified when I drop my latest content. Alright? If you are just now tuning into this page, or if you're new to this page, welcome. I ask that you please hit that like button, that subscribe button to help me to grow this channel. I'm trying to, I'm a small YouTube page, and but trying to do big things, trying to do major things. This is something I want to do for a living one day, and so yeah, hope you like what you see, and let's talk about it. I am at work on a break, and I'm tired. All I can say is I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. Anyways, so as you can see by the title of this video, I beat this racist ass. I'm a little bit embarrassed to even tell this story, because looking back on things now, knowing what I know, if I could go back and do this all over again, knowing what I know now, it's certain things that I would not have allowed to happen. I would have reacted after the first time that this was done to me. It don't make sense to y'all right now, but later on in the story, you'll understand. It'll be clear to you then. So, this is when I was back in school. And had this white boy who I was real cool with. Well, I wouldn't say real cool, but we was, what I'm saying, yeah, we were cool. We wasn't role buddies or nothing like that at all, man. We just, whatever. We just, in sixth period was gym, and we both lift weights together. We played basketball together and all that good stuff right there. So that was about as far as it went. You know what I'm talking about? So we was all right. We wasn't close or nothing like that, man. So one day, we decided to play basketball together. Me and this white guy was on the same team. I think with one or maybe two others. I can't remember if it was a 3-on-3 game or a 4-on-4 game. Or it might have been a 2-on-2 game. I don't know. So we ended up losing that game. I think, he missed a few layups. I missed some shots. I was throwing up bricks. All this, just all this, man. I couldn't, so I used to be good at basketball at one time, but when I got into football, I got sorry as hell in basketball. So, so what happened was, we ended up losing the game. And he got mad. He got pretty darn mad. And he was mad at me, because he blamed me for losing the game. And so he started talking all kind of trash or whatever. Like, I'm talking about, man, you this, you suck, you blah, 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 you And his favorite word was cuz. That was his favorite word. And you suck, cuz. You suck, cuz. You this, you that, cuz. Hey, cuz. This, y'all, cuz. So, at first I'm thinking he's joking around. That's what I'm thinking. And so I'm like, all right, now, cuz. All right, now, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? So I started to, kind of mimic him. You know what I'm talking about? Because I said that was his favorite word. Because I'm thinking that he's just joking. But this dude was serious. This white boy was serious. So I knew he was serious when he got in my face. When he got in my face and he started talking all kind of trash, in my face, and he started pushing me. I mean, I don't know what was wrong. I mean, over a basketball game. It was just, over a stupid basketball game. Man, you win some, you lose some. Like, it's just a game. We could have ran that back and probably would have won the next game. Like, it don't matter. At the end of the day, it's just a basketball game, bro. Like, what you tripping about, man? But this white boy wasn't playing. He gets all in my face. He pushes me, he pushed me one time. I said, all right now, cuz, or whatever, because I'm still, like, trying to process what the hell going on right now, because this dude is just, I don't know, man, like, he out of his mind. So he pushes me again. Now, mind you, we in the gym, and this is in front of everybody, so I'm like, I'm embarrassed. Like, you got people sitting in the bleachers in the gym, and they watching this happen. So dude just pushing me. I think he pushed me about like 3-4 times, man. So I'm like, bruh, hey, chill out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to chill out. So then, you know what I'm saying, the more I'm telling him to chill out, the madder he gets. So I'm like, bruh, just, man, chill out, man. Like, you need to calm down, bruh. Like, it ain't that serious, bruh. So when I told him that time that it wasn't that serious, he hauls off and he slaps me. So, and this is the part when I say I'm embarrassed about, because I let him push me more than once. And then he turns around and he slaps me. So when he slaps me, I don't know why I didn't snap then, but he slaps me again. So I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this dude, man? Like, what the hell is up with this dude? Cause I'm trying not to get suspended, because I remember the words of my grandma. You know what I'm talking about? My grandma's words was ringing in my head. Like, you better not go out there to that schoolhouse and do blah, blah. You better not go out there to that schoolhouse and be this and that. You better be on your best behavior out there at that schoolhouse and all that. So I'm like, so her words are ringing in the back of my head. So I'm like, man, this dude, man. So then he gets in my face after he slapped me the second time. He gets in my face again and he calls me a nigger. You effing nigger. You effing nigger. And I'm talking about, he's just saying this with force. Like, he's saying this whole thing just with everything in him. You could tell that he means it. And that's when I knew right there, I said, man, this dude is low-key racist. Because, you know what I'm saying, that he gets in my face again and calls me, a nigger. You effing nigger. So I'm like, what is wrong with this dude, man? So then I had a jersey on. That day. It was a Denver Broncos jersey. No, to my clean jersey that day too. That thing was clean. It was actually my uncle's jersey. But I was rocking it that day. So he sees me grab for it, and he takes the jersey from me. And then he throws it down and he stomps on it. He stomps on the jersey. So I'm just like, man, that was a clean ass jersey, bro. Like, man, bro, what you doing, man? What the hell wrong with you, man? So I go and I tell the person who was in charge, which was one of the football coaches. His name was Coach Palmer. So I go and I tell Coach Palmer, like, what's going on? Like, bro, this dude done pushed me. He done slapped me. He done called me all kind of niggers. He done called, you know what I'm saying? He's stepping on my clothes. He doing all this and that, man. So I'm like, bro, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and it's just pissing me off. So he's like, I go and handle it. I handle it. Just do, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah. Just don't do nothing. Just, I go handle it, blah, blah. So He's like, yeah, I go, you know what I'm saying? So then that's when the white boy comes over there, he starts to argue with him. When we get into a screaming match. We arguing with each other. So then that's when coach steps in and he breaks it up or whatever, gets in between us and this and that. So he was like, I'll talk to him. He said, did you do all that to him? He said, yeah, I did it to him. Yeah, I did it to him. So then, I'm saying, they go outside or whatever. He said, okay, I'll take care. I go around here and paddle him. I'm going to give him some licks or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So they went outside, which to this day, I don't believe he gave him any licks at all, because they only went around the corner for like a minute or two. And it takes longer than that to give somebody some licks. That's when we had corporal punishment in the schools. So it don't take that. It takes longer than that. Longer than like a minute or two to give somebody some licks. So they went outside. And I said about 2 minutes later they came right back in, and then that's when coach was like, "Oh, well, yeah, we took care of it. I took care of it. I said, "Nah, I don't think you took care of that, coach. Yeah, I took care of it. Don't worry about it. I took care of it." Coach Palmer was white too. So, white privilege, whatever. So, okay. So now I'm plotting. As I'm thinking about what just happened and I'm processing everything, and now I come to my freaking senses. Now I'm pissed the hell off. And now I'm finna do something to him. So we had one more period when that 7-period bell, we had the 7-period bell to ring. So the homies come to me, they like, bruh, like, like, what you let them do that to you for? Like, like, we got to get him, right? I said, nah, don't worry about it. I said, nah, it's going to be a one-on-one fight. It's going to be a one-on-one fight. Don't even worry about it. I said, I'm finna catch him. I'm going to catch him. So everybody came from out the bleachers. They like, bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? This and that. I said, nah, don't worry about it. I said, I'm gonna catch. I said, wait till that 7-period bell ring. When that 7-period bell ring, it's on. So I told one of my homeboys to go and see, when the bell rings, follow him to go and see where he's at. So then when the 7-period bell finally rings, so I walk, Now it's like, you know how when, I'm going to use Tupac. You know how when Tupac at the MGM, when him and the Mal Paru guys jumped on Orlando Anderson, and then after they jumped on Orlando Anderson, Tupac and Suge, they started like walking away, and when they started walking away, they took everybody with them. It's like it was like he was a human vacuum. It's like everybody in the casino followed Tupac. For whatever, they didn't know what they was doing, but they just followed him. That's how it was. It's like everybody in the gym that day followed me. I had like 25, 30 people behind me that day. So that 7-period bell rung, we had I think about 10 or 15 minutes to get to our next class, before the tardy bell rung. All right, cool. So I'm walking through the hallway or whatever. So one of my homeboy came through the other side of the hallway and was like, hey, he come around the corner. All right, cool. Perfect. So I walk out the door or whatever, and then I meet him at the corner. I didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? I came at him. I didn't say a word, and I just laid into him. And when I laid into him, I hit him. When I laid into him, it split up under his left eye. And blood was just gushing out of his left eye. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, man, he had a white t-shirt on. And his white t-shirt looked like he bought it red. Because, blood was just, his whole white t-shirt was just drenched in blood. That's how bad the hit was. And that's how deep the cut was. He had to end up getting stitches. So I hit him. I didn't know how hard. I didn't realize how hard I hit him because I had just lost. I just lost it on him. So when I hit him, and I hit him so hard to where he fell back, and but when he fell back, I caught him, and I pulled him close to me, and I picked him up, and I slammed his ass through the earth. And when I put him through the earth, I jumped on top of him, and I jumped up on top of him, I ate him alive. And it was so to the point to where, because I was so pissed off, I'm using every every bit of power, every bit of energy I got, everything I got, because it's like, man, you done slapped me, you done pushed me, you done slapped me, you done called me a nigga, you thought you racist ass, I'm gonna beat you. And I'm talking about, man, I'm effing him up. And I'm talking about, it's so to the point to where he was apologizing. I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry. And I mean, he just beating him. I'm talking about every time. I'm grabbing his head and I'm beating it against the ground, everything. I'm talking about, I took everything out on this man. And he's just, I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said, nah, F you, you finna get it. I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And so he just kept apologizing. So one of my cousins who was right there watching or whatever, he pulled me off because he saw a teacher coming. So he pulled me up off of him and was like, bro, go to class, go to class, go to class. And so he was still on the ground. So when I got up off him, I went to class or whatever. He was still laying there on the ground because he was just like, he was half conscious and half unconscious. So he was just laying there. So when I left him, then that's when all the homies jumped in and they all beat his ass. I'm talking about they gave him an ass whooping that day. So they was like, yeah, I mean, it was a one-on-one fight. We let him fight one-on-one. Now he done. So now it's our turn. So I'm talking about they put hands and feet on him. Like, for real. They did him bad that day. So, got to the classroom. They came and got me from the classroom. The principal was like, yeah, this, you know what I'm saying, you beat that boy, you know, it's like, do you realize how bad you beat him up and this and that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, look, this is what happened. He did this, and this, but he didn't care. You know what I'm talking about? So, because I mean, you know, you got those people, you got those white people who are all together, but then our principal was black. You got them Uncle Tom Negroes too, and he was one of them Uncle Tom Negroes. So he just wasn't trying to hear my story, but he heard the white boy story, but wasn't trying to hear my story though. Wasn't trying to hear my side of the story, you know. So he was like, yeah, that boy got to get stitches. That boy got to get stitches up under his eye, and this blah blah. So ultimately he suspended me for 5 days. He said, yeah, you're suspended for 5 days and blah blah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So, you know, I took a 5-day suspension. And then, you know, so my grandma came and got me, you know what I'm saying? My grandma, I don't remember my grandma being too upset. I don't know, but I know I had to stay at my great grandmother's house, you know, the whole time because my grandma would go to work, so she would drop me off at my great grandma's house, and I had to stay with her until my grandma got off work every day. And I know that with my great grandma and my auntie, you know what I'm saying, I told them what happened, and my auntie was like, well, did you beat his ass? I said, oh, yeah. I said, oh, I handle business. She said, okay, that's all I need to know, nephew. That's all I need to know. You know, good. You beat his racist ass. And so then after that, it was time for me to come back. My 5-day suspension was up. So I was hearing rumors that once I got back to school, that him and his boys was going to jump me. Him and about 3 or 4 more of his homies was going to jump me. So, of course, I alerted my homies, you know what I'm talking about, because it was a bunch of us that, you know, that time. And my cousin's locker was right across from his locker that day. Was right across the hall, directly across the hall from his locker. So he was standing at his locker, and we're standing there. My cousin, it was like 6, 7 of us, and it was like 2 or 3 of his homeboys. So they like, man, they like, yo, Cal, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So they talking loud enough so he can hear it. So they like, yo, Cal, what's up? Hey, Cal, what's up? I heard they supposed to be jumping you when you got back. I said, I don't know. I don't know what's up. I said, I'm ready. I'm like we saying a lot because he's hearing us, but he ain't saying nothing. I said, I don't know. I said, but I'm ready though. I'm ready to get outside. I just got off 5-day suspension. I don't mind getting suspended another 5 days. What's up? Let's get it. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't gonna be like last time. So, you know, so it was, you know, and I think that was, but they ended up not doing nothing once he saw how many people I had behind me. That was that. So, And believe it or not, you know, that story is still talked about. That story is still talked about because a lot of people saw that. And people, you know what I'm saying, from time to time still come to me and ask me, man, you remember that time you fought that white boy, man? Man, you effed that white boy up, man? So, yeah, I had to. You know, I had to. I couldn't go out that way. The stuff I let him do, I said, man, you know, and then even my daddy was like, man, I wouldn't let him do it the first time. I would have beat his ass after the first time he slapped me. Like, no, don't, son, don't ever do that again. I was like, yeah, I'm kicking myself in the ass for doing that. But the thing about it is, you know, I just hate racism. I mean, racism is still strong in this world. Racism, you know, if you say that racism don't still exist in you, then I don't know, something must be wrong with you. And you know, I don't know, man. I just don't like when racist people, especially, you know what I'm saying, when, you know, racist white people who are picking on, you know what I'm saying, on black people and this and that, man. I said, man, you know, that just couldn't be me. I can't just, we just gonna have to fade it out. You get what I'm saying? So, because even to this day, I run it back with him again, even to this day. So if you watching this video right now, you a racist bitch. And I will run it back with you again, white boy. I don't care. We can run it back again. Don't matter. Let's get it. I'm with all the smoke. This your boy Southern Cal. Gone.